Earlier in the 20th century, to research drug addiction, scientists have conducted an experiment in which they put a rat into a cage with two water containers, one being just water and the other being sweetened morphine water.
Most people predicted that the mouse would always go for the water. On the contrary, almost every time they ran the experiment, the rat repetitively drank drop water, overdosed, and died the following few days.
Weird, isn't it? Why did the test subjects always pick the morphine-infused solution and die rather than drinking plain water?
Greetings, I'm Free. I'm currently learning in class 11C2 of Thiều High School. I'm a very average student with an average life. I draw, listen to music, and hang out with my friends in most of my free time. I don't have many friends, but when I do, I treasure them a lot.
Howdy, my name is MIច្ច. I'm a student from class 11D2, and I go to the same school as Free. Free is actually a scammer. He's a very brilliant student and one of my good friends. I am the embodiment of the word average. I love drawing, reading, wearing nice clothes while sipping my afternoon tea.
Innocently, we think drug addiction was caused by people's foreknowledge,
Judgments,
actions,
connections,
and will.
Or at least our parents taught us so. We assume people with normal common sense will be able to acknowledge the imminent threats of doing drugs. Therefore, they will avoid it at all costs.
In brief, we're solely blaming the people with drug addiction for their actions,
while there are other factors that should be put into account.
Truth be told, we, as a community, are partly at fault. In the 1970s, a psychologist named Bruce Alexander noticed that the rat in the aforementioned experiments was alone in the cage, with nothing to do other than taking the drug. He then wondered if this just about the chemicals, or it might relate it to their surroundings. To test his hypothesis, he built Rat Park, a large housing colony 200 times bigger than a standard lab cage. About 20 rats of both sexes are put in residence, with food, toys, and enough space for mating.
While inhabiting Rat Park, the rats showed a statistically significant preference for plain water. Even when they did imbibe from the drug-filled bottle, they did so intermittently, none overdosed. In summary, when the rat was put alone in a cage, it felt lonely, and its only choice was to finish its own life because it has no reason to live, or more particularly, no one to be with. The problem is not just about the chemicals, it's also about the cage.
We should look at addiction from a different perspective. Humans have an innate need to bond and socialize with the people around them. We connect with our community when we're happy, but when life gives us a hard time, strips away our support, and beats us down to our knees, we find comfort in what sedates us. Things like games, pornography, and narcotics.
As a community, we should show compassion, form healthy bonds, praise altruism. By doing so, we can prevent people from falling prey to the addictives. But what about those who have already been severed from others?
Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, and it's important for us to give them a second chance when they wish to make atonements and turn over a new leaf.
Unfortunately, the mindset which assumes all addicts are all bad and there's no chance of them getting better has been deeply embedded within our brains.
Accordingly, instead of caring and empathizing, we put addicts under critical judgments, isolate them from the community, putting them in jail cells which are literally cages.
What we should do is help them reconnect with society. We have to build a place where people are happy bonding with each other, a rat park for people to live in. That's where rehab camps come in.
They are not quite the exact depiction of rat park, but it's close. Rehab camps is where addicts who wants to get better can share their stories and receive help and support in return.
When they are ready to join the community again, our role is to provide encouragement and faith. By doing so, we can stop them from relapsing.
Overall, our message to you is that everyone needs to be a part of a community. We need to relate and experience the support of others and bond with them in order to live a healthy life and avoid all that is bad for us.
As students, we should love and care for our family, get on well with all of our friends, and most importantly, share your own needs with others too.
We're Team Blue. Have a nice day.